Dear R, today is the day I've been dreaming about since I was a little girl, and after just weeks of knowing you, those dreams felt more and more like a reality each day. Today, all those dreams come true. I feel so lucky to be marrying my best friend, my biggest supporter, and the person I can be my true goofy self around. Thank you for always being there for me no matter what. I love that I can always count on you to listen to me rant about my day, to be my shoulder to cry on when times get tough, and to always know how to make me laugh. I am so in love with the way you have challenged me to see things differently, and I can't wait to create our own home, blending the best parts of each of our backgrounds. I'm so hopeful for our future together, for our marriage, for our current family of you, me, and little Milo, and for our future family together. I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to start this amazing adventure with you by my side. I love you more than words could ever describe, and I'm so excited to call you my husband. Love, your Kay.
Kristen, here we are. Today's a day we've been dreaming about since we met 7 short years ago. I say short because even though we've lived in 3 different states together and experienced many of the ups and downs that life brings, it feels like yesterday that I saw you walk out of City Gate in your blue dress for our first date at Beatrice and Woodsley. And what a first date it was. I was giddy with excitement and with anticipation of where our relationship might go. Even after 7 years, you still make me feel that way. You challenge me, make me laugh, cry, think, and feel. I'd be completely lost without you, kind of like I was when you went to Italy for 2 weeks with your parents in our first year of dating and we couldn't talk or text. You're my best friend, and I can't wait for each and every day with you and our journey to come. We have so many amazing things ahead of us, and there's nobody else in the world I'd rather have by my side to share in life's experiences than you. I love you.
Good afternoon and welcome to all of you who have gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Kristen Elizabeth Lindsay and Rex Elliott Manchester. On behalf of them, I would like to thank you all for taking the time and making the journey here to the farm. For all the effort it takes not only to be a part of this day, but to be a part of this beautiful young couple's lives. Also, we miss those friends and family who cannot be with us today. We honor and love them. Who supports this young lady's desire to enter into this marriage?
Her mom and I.
Great. Have a seat. Whenever we attend a wedding, we are given the opportunity to reflect on our own relationships. We might look at the couple before us here and be tempted to compare their love to the quality of our own relationships. The truth is that every relationship is as unique as the individuals in it. One thing holds true. For love to exist between two people, each person must allow the vulnerability of giving their love to each other and must be open to receiving the other's love in return. We cannot make someone love us. We should let ourselves be loved. Each of you is going to have to give up and give in at certain times. You must allow your relationship to be fair to one another. Fair to one another. Not what I think I deserve, but what is fair. It only takes a few seconds to open profound wounds in persons we love. But it often takes many years to heal those wounds. So Kristen and Rex, I think it's altogether fitting that we are gathered together in this apple orchard, out in the openness of God's creation. No walls, no ceiling, nothing to constrict us, while allowing God our Father to cast His approving eyes on this celebration. You have the opportunity today to expand and grow your love for one another, as well as for friends and family. This setting initiates the beginning of your openness in marriage with one another. Let us pray. Father God, we ask that you open our hearts today as we solemnly join these two young people in marriage, that the words that are spoken here today be etched in their hearts and minds forever, that this day be the first of many that this couple shares in the growth of their marriage, for marriage is meant to grow daily in love and commitment. Prepare them for the highs and lows of their relationship, and may they always know that you are there for them. Now, in case you folks just wandered in off the highway out here to pick any apples and stumbled onto the wedding, I thought it might be good to give a little history and a few little tidbits about the bride and groom. Kristen was raised in Evergreen, Colorado, and attended Jefferson County schools, graduating from Evergreen High School. She moved on to the University of Wisconsin, where in 2011, enough of that. You people are cheating. You're over there in the shade to begin with. After graduating with honors in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in strategic communications, which to me means advertising and public relations. After several years of work then on the workforce, she decided, with Rex's blessing, to journey down to Tempe, Arizona, and enrolled at Arizona State University, where she graduated this past early summer with a master's degree in speech and language pathology. Once again, she was recognized by the university. She is currently employed at the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children, as well as doing pediatric home health care, where she works with medically complex and fragile kids, and also doing some home health care. And she is working with these young kids who have a variety of feeding and swallowing difficulties. She would love to remain at the hospital working with children as her career. Rex was born in New York City. When he was 9, he and his family moved to Boulder, where he completed his early schooling there and culminated it in attendance at Fairview High School. He was a budding all-star athlete, but injured his shoulder in his sophomore year, which curtailed his athletics at Fairview. The family then moved back to Albany, New York for his senior year, and Rex graduated from Shaker High School. While there, he earned accolades as a scholar athlete, earning straight A's while playing wide receiver with a cast on his right arm. Now that's dedication, or else I would hate to be the guy across the line from him. He enrolled at Cornell University, where he had earned his bachelor's degree in 2008. He worked and took some graduate courses at CU for several years, and then was accepted at Yale University, where he completed his master's in public health. He wants to shape public policy and is working on development of a nonprofit in education and public health. He is currently working at creating a media/literary program that will help high school students explore various interests and discover new purposes and choices for their career. Kristen and Rex met at a Rockies game in 2011 thanks to a friend of theirs, Fritz. And Rex threw a real smooth move or two at her. He managed to get her phone number in spite of being distracted by a nearby bachelorette party featuring a male stripper, or should I say dancer. He was able to get her phone number in his really suave flip phone. Thus began the romance. Kristen loves the way Rex, without being asked, pitches in to do numerous honeydews, like taking out the trash, cleaning around the house, doing the dishes, walking their dog. Now, I wonder if that's going to continue tomorrow. Okay. Rex, in his smooth, cool hand Luke manner, invited Kristen out on their first date. He pulled up in his seedy old car, drove her to a location in one of our equally seedy neighborhoods in Denver. He parked the car next to a Goodwill store, which had Kristen wondering just what is going on? What am I getting into here with this guy? At least they didn't go in shopping at the Goodwill store. But after a terrific meal and an after-dinner gaze at the stars as they lay on a blanket at the golf course, she was smitten. At least according to Rex, she was smitten. He reports that he reports that she goes into a sort of euphoric trance with glazed eyes when one of her favorite rap songs come on. The most certain way to bring her back to reality is if a sweet, cute little bee shows up. This transforms her from being the most intimidating, arrogant rap goddess to a terrified, red-faced, T-Rex-armed, squeaky-voiced in a matter of seconds. However, we all know how Kristen loves dogs and they love her. She has the same effect on the kids she is currently working with. Rex feels a little jealous of these affections, but he's lucky to have someone in Kristen who is so warm, caring, lovable, and approachable. The best is that he feels that same warm love and more from her every day as they move into their future. I asked their parents to jot down a few stories and thought about Kristen and Rex, and would like to share a couple of those with you. From what I've heard from her parents, Greg and Beth, little Kristen was a fashion queen. She was born on her due date, which was a true indicator of the beautiful young lady she has become. On time, organized, and a planner. As a little girl and having two younger brothers who are standing over here, she loved an audience and was always directing them on countless basement shows for the grandparents, complete with elaborately embellished programs and scripts, as well as a highly creative costume designer. Usually a combination of whatever Halloween costumes were left over and wigs at Great-Grandma Pat's old dresses and shoes from the 50s. She made handmade tickets and was a must-purchase item. Most of the time, Brad and Ben got consumed with belly laughter or decided that having a Star Wars lightsaber war was a much better idea. Beth reports she loved girly dresses, frills, jewelry, makeup, hairdos. Sounds familiar. I think that just happened, didn't it? Being the oldest of all the cousins, every time we had family events, Kristen's room became a nail salon, and all the girls would get a fresh nail polish. And there are a bunch of those girls sitting right out here as well. We spent countless hours playing shoe salesman. Sue would go, she would go to the store, which was Beth's closet, and she would ask, "What are you looking for today, ma'am?" in her most grown-up 4-year-old voice. And she would come back to Beth with a handful of her shoes, sometimes Greg's, and rarely two of the same ones. She is apparently also a singer. She sang with the Evergreen Children's Chorale, and my daughter was one of the directors, and my daughter's here today. Rex may not know this, but Kristen spent lots of years taking voice lessons and even had a recording gig potential with Hazel Miller collaboration, which never got completed. So she can serenade you, Rex, as you grow older together. As for Rex, I received some noteworthy comments from Mom, Linda, and Dad, Dick, up here in the front row. And Linda says, Rex was born more mature than me. His keen listening skills and the compassionate, balanced care of his family and friends have been exemplary qualities throughout his life. He learned Chinese when he was being sat by a babysitter at age 3. When Rex was young, his constant companion was his teddy bear named Corduroy. I'm not sure how that happened, but Rex used to talk with him. He slept with him, took him on picnics with his mom in Central Park. One time on a family road trip, Rex accidentally left Corduroy at the hotel. He insisted then that the family stop at that same hotel on the way back, and luckily there sat Corduroy on the check-in desk with outstretched arms, patiently waiting his master's return. Needless to say, Rex was ecstatic. To this day, he reminds his family to notice the beauty of nature throughout his artistic photography whenever his adventurous travels take him. And he reminds Linda to notice and smile each time they see little critters in fields or puppies on a city sidewalk, which shows his love of animals. Linda goes on to say that his personal quest is to change the world for the better, one person at a time. He renews this quest every day using his intellect and great moral standards. She says that she's confident he will always be there in a big way for anyone he loves with all his heart, that he has been there for her and his dad Dick and his brother Aldi without hesitation, that he shows up 100% and gives all he's got. She observes that sincere caring between Kristen and Rex with parental pride, knowing they will love one another for all the right reasons for the rest of their lives together, hand in hand. Now let's get on with the real reason we're here. To Kristen and Rex, this ceremonies and the vows that you are about to exchange are not magic or meaningless or routine. They will not create a relationship that doesn't already exist. This has already been celebrated in all the commitments you have made to each other, both large and small, in the days since you first met. These vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed and talked about, well, I meant it, every word, and I want it to continue. Look at one another, and you're already holding hands, so I would like to have you repeat. Kristen, do you take Rex to be your lawful wedded husband? And do you promise to do your very best each day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
Rex, do you take Kristen to be your lawfully wedded wife? and promise to do your very best each day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
Now we're going to do something a little bit different. You guys are still holding hands, so I'd like the audience to stand and turn to any your loved one, if they're beside you, or if you're engaged, or if you're married, someone you love. To reach out to your loved one is a human need. Please look at those hands so you may see the gift that those hands are to you. These are the hands of your best friend and true love. These are the hands that are working alongside of yours. These are the hands that are helping you to build a wonderful future together. These are the hands that, when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours in love, respect, and friendship. Please be seated. Now, Rex and Kristen, please declare your personal vows to one another.
Kristen, on the night we met, I went home and wrote down in my notebook the following. I met a girl tonight named Kristen Lindsay, and there's a pretty good chance that she's going to change my entire life. But this also begs the question, were there other similar entries about other people? I did not and do not have a binder full of women, I promise. You're the only one. Before we'd even started officially dating, one night when I was leaving your apartment in Denver after some ice cream, you asked if you could walk me to my car. I knew what that meant. You wanted to see what kind of car I drove. Just kidding, you would have been disappointed. The butterflies I felt during that first kiss in that parking structure is something I'll never forget. It completely confirmed what I'd written in my notebook the night we met. And over the last 7 years, watching sunsets over Denver, New Haven, and Phoenix together, you've confirmed this feeling time and time again. The more I get to know you, the more I love you. As I started meeting your friends one by one who were scattered across the country, these charming, confident, sweet, funny, driven, adoring women, all of whom are unsurprisingly standing up here with you today, it told me even more about who you are as a person, what kind of people you attract, and what kind of people you're attracted to. And then it hit me hard when I had the realization that I was worthy of joining this club too. I feel like the lucky one today. I promise to share in your dreams, to be your biggest supporter, and to always respect our differences. When challenges come our way, I promise to work hard to let those moments draw us closer rather than push us apart, to forgive freely and to disagree fairly. As time and life change us both, I promise to learn with you, grow with you, and stay young in spirit together. I promise to always be open and honest and to never hide anything from you. I choose you as you are today and as a person you have yet to become, and will continue to choose you every day for the rest of our lives.
Rex, from the day I met you, I knew my life was about to change forever. I had never experienced what I felt with you that day. It was the closest thing to love at first sight I could ever imagine. Over the last 7 years together, I've never felt so supported and loved in everything I do. I know I wouldn't have had the courage to follow my dreams and go to grad school if I didn't have you there to support me in doing something I truly love, and it has changed my life in unbelievably amazing ways. You truly are my partner in everything, in striving to achieve each other's hopes and dreams, in navigating the challenges that life throws our way, and in just being goofy when no one else could possibly understand what we're doing. I couldn't imagine driving thousands of miles across the country multiple times with a dog and a U-Haul trailer, singing our thoughts and talking only in lines from our favorite shows and movies because we were so delirious with anyone else. Thank you for always making me feel safe and for always making me feel so loved. Thank you for doing the dishes before I even realized that they're in the sink, for protecting me from the bees I'm so afraid of, for eating the tomatoes from my plate, and for doing a million little things every day just to make my day a little easier. You are the love of my life, and I'm so excited to be starting our forever together here today. As we begin this new journey together, I promise to share in your dreams, to be your biggest supporter, and to always respect our differences. When challenges come our way, I promise to work hard to let those moments draw us closer together rather than push us apart, to disagree fairly and to forgive freely. As time and life change us both, I promise to learn with you, to grow with you, and to stay young in spirit together. I promise to always be open and honest and to never hide anything from you. I choose you as you are today and as the person you have yet to become, and will continue to choose you every day for the rest of our lives.
Beautiful. The exchanging of rings is a symbol of the never-ending love and commitment on the part of the giver and the acceptance of that love and commitment by the receiver. Who has some rings they would like to see put on some fingers? Kristen, would you repeat after me? I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
My faith in our strength together.
My faith in our strength together.
And my promise to live and grow with you.
And my promise to live and grow with you.
Rex, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
My faith in our strength together.
My faith in our strength together.
And my promise to live and grow with you.
And my promise to live and grow with you.
Great. All right, we're going to have a closing prayer, and I'd like to do something again a little different. I'd like for you to all stand, and the people in the very, very back, hold hands with the person next to you or put your hand on their shoulder. When it gets down to the end of that row, that end person, put their hand up forward so that you're contacting the row in front of you. What I want here, I want a flow of love and commitment and joy through all of you, every one of you, all the way up here to Kristen and Rex, so that they feel everything from all of us. Please pray with me. Bless this marriage, dear Father, as Kristen and Rex begin their journey down the road of life together. We don't know what lies ahead for them, for the road turns and bends, but help them to make the best of whatever comes their way. Help them to continue to care for each other as they did when they first met. Help them to realize that nothing and no one is perfect, and to look for the good in all things and in all people, including themselves. Help them, dear Father, to respect each other's likes and dislikes, opinions and beliefs, hopes, dreams, and fears, even though they may not always understand them. Help them to learn from each other and to help each other to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Help them to realize that no matter what happens to them, they will hold on to each other and know that things have a way of working out for the good. And help them to remember that you are always next to them. Amen. Please be seated. Now that you have given yourselves to each other with your solemn vows and the giving and receiving of rings in front of God and all those gathered here, it is with great joy that I officially pronounce you husband and wife. And now please seal those vows with a delicious kiss. With a great deal of pride and happiness, I would like to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Kristen and Rex Manchester.
All we have to do is run, say the word and we'll be gone on this road together. And one, today to become one. We don't have to go alone on this road together. The choices we make and the road that we take are the sum of what makes us new. Darling, I swear I will always remember that my life's adventure is you. So we run, all we have to do is run. Just say the word and we'll be gone on this road together. And one, today to become one. We don't have to go alone on this
Manchester, Kristen, Lindsay, and Rex Manchester, the Manchesters.
To Kristen and Rex, and may you love each other forever. Always have family and friends in your life, and just your journey together is just starting, and it gets better. And just congratulations, and we love you all. Here, cheers.
Kristen has been a part of our family for years. We fell in love with her nearly as fast as Rex did. She has been through thick and thin with us, and she has shown a level of wisdom, maturity, love, compassion. All I can say is, having met Mommy and Daddy, the acorn fell from the tallest oak tree in the forest. I mean, they are delightful. We love them. We're so pleased to be a part of your family. We're so pleased that she's a part of ours. And so I look forward to long, fun connection. I can't wait to see where this ends up. I know it's going to the moon. Linda Lunwa. Yeah, I'm done.
Nice. We love you. I have to read mine because I'm too emotional, and I picked this out from one of my favorite books that I read with my dream group way back when. Sharon Pigeon, you're there. Here's what I have to say to Kristen and Rex, and I'm going to try not to cry. Wait, do I have my glasses? Yes. May you be blessed on your brave search for the truth together. May your soul lead you to pools and rivers and oceans of love together forever. May you drink and be intoxicated by your love for one another. May you swim and be strengthened by life and its challenges that are inevitable as we face in all our families together, making us stronger. I'm editing. May you grow bolder and kinder together. Be kind to one another forever. May you be grateful. May your bodies be charged with the health and energy and your life charged with the purpose and passion you both begun together. May you know the dignity of mindfulness. Stop, see the beautiful orchards and the sunset here. The openness of heartfulness, you both know that from the core, I know you do. And the freedom of your love for each other, remembering always who you are and being independent and coming together. And may you awaken always. May we all awaken to your example of love like today.
Amen.
All right. Okay, I'm a little nervous. Okay, I can't imagine a more gorgeous day or a more perfect setting to celebrate this beautiful couple. It's such an honor to be part of this wedding and to have watched these two grow together into such an amazing couple. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Hillary, and I'm Kristen's maid of honor. I met Kristen on the school bus in 5th grade, where she claims I saved her from a bully, but I used to walk home with him, so we'd get to chatting, and I'm pretty sure he just had a crush on her. I was trying to think back through the years, and I'm actually not sure Kristen and I ever had a single class together. And after 5th grade, we didn't even ride the same bus. But we've always remained friends. We've always had a lot in common. For example, we both love everything bagels from Safeway. We always order the exact same thing on the menu. We both love Adam Brody. And we both waited 6 years for our lovely guys to propose. So it may have taken 7 years to get to this point, but you've accomplished so much, both together and as individuals, in those 7 years. And I hope you feel this amazing day was worth the wait, because it was beautiful. Individually, you're both incredible, kind, caring people, and watching the way you have unselfishly supported each other over the years through a lot of school and really just purely based on the fact that you've moved across multiple states together and still stand here today. It's truly inspiring. So today, on the day you finally say I do, I wish you two all the love and happiness in the world. I know I'm speaking for a lot of people here when I say we're so happy to have you finally back in Colorado. So everybody raise a glass and cheers to Kristen and Rex.
We live out in our old van, travel all across this land, me and you. And we'll end up hand in hand, somewhere down on the sand, just me and you. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. Just as free, free as we'll ever be. Drive until the city lights dissolve into a country sky, just me and you. Lay underneath the harvest moon and do all the things that lovers do, just me and you. Just as free, as we'll ever be. Just as free, free as we'll ever be, and ever be. You letting go of my hand to say I do, and he will discover just how blessed a life can be. I know, 'cause all those years ago someone handed you to me. Every step that we take brings back the memories. Winter snows and horse shows and dancing on the beach. I can't help thinking that I'm the lucky one. You're still my baby daughter, and now I've gained a son. I'll take this slow, sweet walk with you. You let go. This can go. Find a way to wash away any regret you have. Don't let this moment pass. Live inside this day. I got cuffs on my hands, chains on my feet. I got locked up floor made of grass. Your blue eyes make me wanna make this evening last. Put on an old song, put on that new dress. Tomorrow's coming, but it ain't here yet. We got stars outside, just you and I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So lose your shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. We can just forget the deadlines, leave them in the 9 to 5. Let's not waste a night like this. Let's hold on tight. We got stars outside.